I'm gonna have to do something. I'm thinking of doing like a weekly Lakers vlog or something, because this team I can already tell is gonna just drive me fucking crazy. I just gotta get my feelings out, because I can't do it to my group chat because they'll just eat me alive. But I fucking hate this team already so much. Dude, this just doesn't work. Russ doesn't work. 3 big guys don't work with when one of those guys is LeBron, especially one that doesn't shoot. And then we're starting DeAndre Jordan with him. So we just have 2 guys who just can't shoot.
Are we rolling?
We are.
We could just watch the rest of this on air and then get into it. I
But-
notice I'll go on like a tangent, and I notice I'll be like down here. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I like, is when we just start like riffing about shit.
Yeah. Dude, come on. Bad slate of games this morning, dude.
Kind of a red wash day.
Honestly, it doesn't help when the Bills, Chargers, Cowboys, Steelers are all on buys.
Yeah, seriously.
We're coming to you live watching the end of the Grizzlies-Laker game at Staples Center. Lakers are up 115 to 112 with 49 seconds left. Here, I'll do a little play-by-play for you guys.
Zone 2, or is it like 2 zone? Like what basketball terms?
Let's call it 2-3. Let's call it 2, the name of defense. All right, the Grizzlies have the ball, taking it out. 49 seconds left, down 3. Lakers have had shit defense this entire second half. Oh no, and of course the guy who shoots the 3 is Russ's guy, and he airballs, luckily. Ball back, up 3. Give it to LeBron. Yep. Oh, okay, good foul call. Not shooting free throws yet. Up 3, 37 seconds left. What do I want here? I want the ball in LeBron's hands. I want Russ to get checked out of the game, but we know that's not going to happen. Melo in the corner. I want Bazemore in the corner, and I want a LeBron AD pick and roll. It's what we should be doing at the end of all of these games. But then watch Ja just sag off Russ here and leave him wide open in the corner. Oh, no. Oh, you're going to go to Melo. Oh. This is Russ with the rebound. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Grizzlies. 15 seconds left. Coming down. Ja. Oh my God. Fouled him. Is that what we're going to do? Just go to Melo in the post on the biggest possession of the game? Come on. What are we doing? Oh my God. Ja's going off. 37 for Ja. He's had a great first 3 games.
I like Ja.
If you had to pick a favorite player in the league right now, who would you pick?
It really used to be Russ. And
Really?
yeah, just after KD left him and he was by himself, I was like, okay, like Kate, like that. I just kind of followed the narrative, but I just like that he was like not by himself.
Now I
on
do
that
what I
team.
want. Now
just
I
that
do
he
what
was-
I want.
I mean, that's kind of corny to me, but like, for favorite players right now, I do like Ja a lot. I just like that he can jump as high as he fucking can. He's
Yeah.
explosive,
It's
so it's fun to watch.
No, I'm a big Ja fan. Carmelo with 26. 10 of 15, 6 of 8 from 3. I didn't realize.
That's why he's shooting.
Yeah, fuck. I guess that is why. Called a foul? Okay, dude, we're going to start because this is ridiculous. We're going to win. Okay, so pretty bad slate of games today. It was just a lot of ugly football, a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad teams playing good teams, and then those good teams were kind of playing bad with those teams, playing down to them. A few teams. Let's just start with the Titans. The Titans started the season getting absolutely trounced by the Cardinals at home, and we're like, okay, I guess Arthur Smith gone, not going to be able to run the ball as well. Defense looks still really bad. Then they go into Seattle and beat the Hawks in Seattle. We're like, okay, anyone who goes into Seattle and wins a good win, that's impressive, but maybe that's just a bad Seahawks team. Then they lose to the Jets a couple weeks later, and we're like, okay, this is, again, of course, when I bet on them. And we're like, okay, this is just a Titans team that is frisky, but no one should really take them too seriously. And then they go into Monday night. They beat the Bills in a shootout. They beat the Bills in the Bills way, run all over them and throw all over them. When they run, dude, Tannehill their play action game is kind of crazy when he runs. And they come into today and they beat the fucking Chiefs. They dominate the Chiefs.
Huge win. That was the first. I'm sure you saw the metric or whatever, but that was the first touchdownless game by them since Mahomes was the starter.
We'll get to the Chiefs in a minute because we really don't know what to think about them. What are your thoughts on the Titans, and where do you have them in the grand scheme of things right now? I know it's week by week, but we're going week by week, so.
And the 2 week by weeks of these last 2 weeks were huge statement wins. These are like two of the top teams in the AFC that they're beating. In the grand scheme of things, I think they're right there in the upper middle of the pack. I mean, wild card, or maybe even like they could easily be first place in their division.
I'd be shocked if they didn't win their division.
Yeah,
even though the
easily.
Colts looked better tonight.
They get better and better each week. That's what I was saying about the Colts. We can talk about them too for a minute, or this can be what we say about the Colts is that Carson gets a little more healthy, a little more comfortable.
A little more time.
Him and Frankie start working some things out. We'll see. I mean,
Pittman's borderline breaking out.
yeah.
He's looked really good. Jonathan
needs
Taylor's
receiver
insane.
help.
Yeah, one more receiver would be nice. Titans keep racking up these injuries too. Jesus Christ, we're trying to give this game away. I think we're good though. COVID issues, injury issues, already had secondary issues, and then they lost Christian Fulton for the season last week. Like, they should have no business winning that game today.
They're finding ways to win.
It's crazy. They do have that formula too, that at the end of the year, when you can have that workhorse back there who you can give it to, and albeit I say whatever I say about him, I'd still, like, people overreact. He is elite. I think he's elite. There's just a 2 or 3, maybe 4 guys I would still want more than him talent-wise. But I'll give it to him, dude. The fact that he gets all of these carries every single goddamn week, and he is never limping off the field, like, ever, and is always looking stronger in the fourth quarter, is insane.
Makes you wonder if, like, those, like, Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, LT, like, those workhorse running backs that were getting used week in and week out like that, like,
he might be the last one that we see for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Adrian Peterson was probably the last one to do it at, like, an elite level.
For that extended amount of time, for sure. Because you've got the DeMarcos or the Le'Veons who had these
but
crazy
even they only
years.
had a few years, though. Like,
yeah, he's on like a year 5, year 4 of just, what would this be, his 4th
I think
rushing title? At least 3rd. And it would be his 3rd in a row. But it is just insane. And like I said, Tannehill, he can make what's there. And A.J. Brown is crazy good. Julio just kind of contributes here and there. I don't think he's what some people hoped he would be, but he's at least
prime.
there. And he's at least, like, you have to think about him.
Yeah, I think they're going to be in the mix, and I think they're going to have a little playoff berth.
One thing I can say for sure, do not bet them if they're a favorite. Just bet them as an underdog. Because
yeah, I think
I bet them twice as favorites, and one time they didn't cover, and the other time they fucking lost to the Jets. What the fuck are the Bengals, dude?
They're getting kind of scary, dude. Jamar's kind of scary.
They're getting scary? They're terrifying.
Their front four, like, just their D linemen, create so much pressure.
They've lost to the Bears and almost the Jags, and are still the Bengals. I kind of said it at the beginning of the year. It's weird to see these teams that have been notoriously bad and notoriously... Dude. Who's shooting the free throw right now?
Is LeBron wearing the headband because the hairline's getting out of control?
I'm sure that contributes. Okay, we're shooting free throws. We're fine. I'm sure that contributes to it. Welcome to the Lakers, Carmelo. 28 points. Always been a huge Melo guy. Anyways, the Bengals, they almost lost to the Bears and the Jags. But then they beat the Steelers, albeit the Steelers in Pittsburgh, though. Almost, and should have beaten the Packers. And they dominated today. Their defense, though, is what you don't really expect, because you think they're frisky because of Joe Mixon and because of Tyler Boyd and now Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Burrow and even Uzama. They're 5th in DVOA defense now. And Jesse Bates and Von Bell, maybe the best, like, duo in the league. Like,
they're really good. Jesse Bates is criminally underrated.
Criminally
they
fly
underrated.
Around and up front.
Yeah.
Who's the guy they took from the Saints? Hendrickson, I think they took from the Saints.
Yeah.
From the Saints with Hubbard up in the front.
They got to Lamar a lot with just their 4 dudes.
Just their 4 dudes, and their offense can put up. I mean, Mixon didn't even have a good Mixon game today, and Jamar is just unreal. He's already got Offensive Player Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, he's got it in a
up.
fucking bag, tied up with a bow.
And if we're just gonna do this week to week, what team would I be most scared of to play in the AFC tomorrow? I would still say the Bills, number 1. And then I would say the Bengals, number 2, and probably the Titans, number 3.
I mean, everyone's top 3 is their own top 3.
Oh, I guess I forgot about the Chargers.
That's all right.
They're on a bye this
That's
week.
all right.
I forgot.
That's right. Yeah,
Actually,
they're on
no,
a bye.
I would
They
be
always
absolutely terrified to play them. I still, for sure, over the Titans. I'd probably be more scared to play the Bengals than the Chargers, though, just
Yeah,
because of your
okay.
defense.
I mean-
Your defense so far has been.
I mean, yeah, all you have to do is fucking run the ball, and you
Run
are
the ball and
looking at a
it'll
win.
set up some occasional stuff too. Just really shocking to see the Bengals actually, I think, be real, and I think probably are now the favorites in that division. Just after today,
No,
still
no.
Baltimore.
I would say. I mean, Baltimore was 5-1 today. They're 5-2, but they have fucking 15 people on IR. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys are still going to be on IR.
I mean, they're still on IR, but that just speaks to like they were 5-1 with 15 dudes on IR. Like
Yeah.
that's a pretty scary team.
Yeah. What do you think about that division being? Do you think it's the best division in the league? That's what Cade, my buddy.
No, no.
Okay, so what's the best?
The best division in the entire league.
Mm-hmm. It's not the NFC West anymore.
No, I like the AFC West. I mean, the Raiders are 5-2.
No, yeah, you're right.
Chargers are good now.
You only have
The
one.
Chiefs are still the
yeah,
Chiefs. I
you
mean,
have
they're
one
struggling
bad
this
team, though.
season.
So
Yeah,
Broncos
but the Steelers are the bad team in the
yeah,
AFC
Broncos
North.
Steelers are about the same,
Yeah,
and I know that's gonna ruffle some feathers.
that is
but,
definitely gonna ruffle feathers. But
they're about the same. And then the Browns Raiders. Who's better between the Browns and Raiders?
I mean, the Raiders look better, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And I was talking shit. I want to be right because like
Mhm.
fuck the Raiders. But
I know. But now we kind of
First
like,
place.
yeah, I don't know. I kind of like watching them do well, and they won today without Waller. And then the Chiefs.
I mean, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They're
Are they the Chiefs though?
Super Bowl hungover. I mean, what?
'Cause they're my
changed?
next team.
What changed?
I don't know, but the defense has gotten worse, and for some reason it kind of just feels like the mood is changing. Like I keep
I feel-
waiting for
yeah.
these next games where I'm like, okay, this game
They're
is the
back.
one where it's
They're
all gonna
back.
click.
Oh,
It's all
here
gonna
we
click.
go. He threw for 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've had these stretches in the last couple of years where they go like a quarter where they look kind of weird, but then they have a 28-point quarter. And now it's like full stretches of games that the whole thing is just kind of off and not really flowing. And then that turns into a whole 2-game stretch. And now they've lost 4 out of the 6, and they have the Giants next, but then they play the Packers. They still have the Raiders twice. They play the Cowboys. They play the Chargers again. They're in Cincinnati. They play the Steelers.
They got a tough. It's
It's
tough.
not getting any easier.
And we
And
gotta
now
see-
Mahomes almost got fucking.
I was just gonna say we got to see what happens
Oh
with
my
Mahomes
god,
now too.
dude!
Yeah.
He got
yeah.
rocked. That looked bad. That could
Yeah,
have
he's
been.
fucking like neck, and then he's just
Scorpion,
sitting there
dude.
after he got hit, and he's like,
That was bad. Man, it's gonna be tough because they're the team just in your head. You're like, I know what they are. I've seen it before, but like,
this season could be brutal, but let them get like another. Their wide receivers this season have kind of been dropping.
Mahomes is for
dropping the
sure
ball.
concussed. So if he
No,
can't go,
he cleared protocol.
oh my ass, he cleared protocol.
Well, cleared protocol, but the game was over anyway. He cleared.
But he could have came back in. They said.
No, dude, his neck.
Oh.
There's still something wrong with his neck, but they said he cleared concussion protocol, but it's his neck, dude. I feel like he just had a weird concussion neck thing like a season or two ago too. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know, I did. He has had a couple. Remember when he like it looked like he fucking died on that
Yeah.
Thursday night game?
Yeah, was that a neck thing too?
Yeah, it was on like a QE sneak.
Stop, dude.
Give me Herbert.
Give me fucking hurt. Yeah, damn right. Damn right.
And also, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Give me more Sam Darnold stock.
At its lowest,
At
huh?
its
You're
lowest.
trying to
I'm
buy
just gonna
cheap.
buy
They
up, yep.
benched him
I know. They're still starting him though. They're still starting him.
next week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be ugly.
Dude, I need CMC to come back. Please, I need CMC to come back.
That's Darnold's boy.
I know. He threw such a bad pick today. Him and Wentz both threw a really bad one. Although Wentz looked really good tonight. I'm gonna keep it. Even though they're in the Deshaun rumors.
Panthers too, eh?
Yeah. So at halftime of the Sunday night, and that was the last thing I had on here. Mike Florio said that Panthers and Dolphins have been the two that have most recently been engaged.
Who do you like more for Deshaun to go to?
If they're all just giving up draft picks, probably
Yeah,
the Panthers are probably more fun.
I don't know.
I don't know if he goes to Miami. He's got Jalen Waddle and Gesicki. He would freaking turn into a top 5 tight
They
end.
still have Devontae Parker.
And they
too.
still have Devontae Parker, and they've got
It's
Will
been
Fuller, and they've got the defense. Something about that team though, they don't have a very good offensive line, which neither does Carolina.
Oh.
But I feel like seeing him with Matt Rule, CMC,
That
and
would be
DJ
fun.
Moore
That would be fun.
with
and,
like a young defense that's flying
and
around.
a couple extra receivers too. Give him like a big
Yeah.
a big guy or something for.
I would
jump
prefer
balls.
the AFC to keep him out of the NFC.
No, put him in the fucking NFC, dude.
Yeah, but
Dude,
it would be fun.
You have to worry about Watson. You have to worry about Mahomes, Josh Allen. Let's get the NFC some. I mean,
What do you mean, dude?
You guys
Let's
got-
argue this. Are the 5 best teams in the league not all in the NFC right now?
you got the
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Yeah.
Rams,
Mm-hmm.
Bucks,
Mm-hmm.
Boys,
Mm-hmm.
Packers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Packers are the one you can probably debate. Hard to say there's anyone hotter than the Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals, and Rams right now.
Yeah.
The Bucks, Cardinals, Rams, and Boys, all of those losses. The Cardinals don't have one, but the other 3 losses are to each other.
But Chiefs, Ravens, Bills.
Don't put the Chiefs anywhere near.
Well, when I was thinking more like grand scheme though, because I was talking about like.
That's true, but
I mean, this season you can't really say that. I guess
not at all.
So you got
The Bills are probably still in there. Bills still are.
Bills, Ravens. Dude. The Ravens.
Are you just saying this because they like beat the shit out of you guys, and
Yeah,
you think
but-
you guys are just like whoever beats you guys have to be?
No, not at all.
The
Bro.
later in the season we trend, the harder it seems to get for Lamar too.
I mean, yeah, we'll see, but they're a good team. Like 15 people on IR like that. Like you don't go 5-1 with that many injuries usually. It's pretty crazy.
Apparently, no one has come close to Miami's offer for Deshaun still, which apparently the starting price is at 3 firsts and then 2 more picks.
3 firsts is egregious. Like, can you imagine really not having first round picks like that?
Here's
Like,
there's
look
an
at Seattle. They're
argument to make
fucked.
to not do it, because unless you're a team, which I guess Miami and Carolina kind of are like loaded now and they are ready to win now, if they just got that elite quarterback plugged in, the value of that draft capital, along with the value that you're losing by having a quarterback who sucks up that much cap space like he's going to, that is a thing.
Because you get that quarterback, you need to draft to get key players because you're not signing anyone. And now you can't draft. I mean, there's 2nd and 3rd round players that are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but like a first rounder can really help. What if you need a fucking tackle and all the first round tackles are gone?
Well, and say you're the Panthers, you bring Deshaun in, now your quarterback room just went up by $40 million. What are you going to say to Brian Burns, who wants a contract? Shaq Thompson, who might be up for an extension. Stephon Gilmore, who wants more money, who you just traded
Chin's
for.
going to need an extension.
Chin's going to need one. DJ Moore is going to want to get paid something. It's like, you're going to have to answer those questions quick. So again, when you make that decision, if it works in the immediate future, it looks like genius. If the Cowboys have one playoff run and Zeke has 3 or 4 huge playoff games and has a big Super Bowl and they win, that contract goes from immediately the worst contract to being immediately worth it.
Yeah.
Everything we traded for
It's all about
Anthony
rings.
Davis, Lonzo, BI, all the picks, unprecedented. We want a chip, immediately worth it. It's going to be a narrative-based thing until it happens and he plays for somebody and we see what happens with that team. But man, if I was the Dolphins and I'm having this horrible record and I'm maybe going to have another draft pick, or if I'm the Eagles, there's a part of me who wants the Eagles to trade. They have 3 first-round picks this next year. It's like
something
3
like
that I know right now would be 3 top 15 picks. I kind of would rather them trade for Deshaun and have to deal with Deshaun and a shitty roster and them not having any draft picks for 3 years than them having those 3 picks and going out and getting just a couple studs who then help fill out a roster, and then maybe that somebody like A-Rod wants to come or something like that happens. Like, I don't know. I think it's an interesting kind of philosophical debate you can have there. But of course, at the end of the day, it's Deshaun.
Yeah.
The Pats put a whooping down.
Yeah, I got the 50
Major
burger
whooping.
today.
Yeah. Zach Wilson got hurt.
Mike White.
Cowboys 5th round draft pick.
It is Mike White season, I believe. I think it's a PCL thing with Zach, so.
Oh, is he done?
They
What's
believe
PCL?
it to be just a
Knee?
part of the knee. Yeah.
I'm going to have a devastating knee injury very soon. I'm very overdue. Okay. Oh, mamma mia. We are getting this week kicked off with a gold wash. Holy cow. Okay. Do you want to run it back with you guessing lines, or do you already have them up?
I see him now, so.
So you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Packers are in Arizona Thursday night.
That's a gold wash. It's a free month
And they're
of gold
absolutely
washes right
dicking
there.
us by making the Cardinals a 3.5 point favorite. Do the Cardinals finally lose their first game, or do they just make it?
That's statement right there.
I'll
That
tell
is
you what.
statement.
For all the people like me who are sitting here and like, oh, they're 7-0. Kyler still makes those couple bad throws a game, and like not fully bought in. If you beat the Packers at home and you're 8-0, dude, I mean, we starting to get into team of destiny. What a matchup. I don't even know what to pick. I just want to freaking sit down and watch that game. 3.5, I'll take the Packers. 3.5 points. Field goal game.
Yeah, they're not going to go 17-0.
And you know A-Rod's going to want to come in and just fucking...
Big dick 'em.
Yeah, for sure. Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers.
The way Aaron Rodgers slings that fucking rock, I'm going to assume it's Aaron Rodgers.
Kyler's like a little fucking jack.
Oh, he's a little... Oh, yeah, I was just going to say fucking... And we're back, dude.
Yeah, we're back. The Dolphins are in Miami to... Oh.
The Dolphins are in Miami.
The Dolphins are in Buffalo as a 13.5 point underdog.
What, they're 1-6 now, no?
Didn't they already play and the Bills beat them like 45-0 or something like that?
I thought they already played.
So yeah, sure, I'll take the Bills, 13.5.
Yeah.
The Panthers, another fantastic game. Panthers are in Atlanta and are 2.5 point underdogs.
This is a whitewash.
All I'm going to say is take the under.
They're so gross to watch.
They're my new don't bet on them team for a few weeks. Because
who was it before?
It was the Saints after the first couple weeks,
yeah.
And now it's the Panthers. The Chiefs are for sure in that category. Although, like, the more that the Chiefs' money lines keep coming down, the more that I want to bet them because it's so rare to get them at these values. But then they keep playing like shit, so I'm just staying away. I will take the Falcons -2.5 at home. I think they can kind of move the ball at least.
Yeah.
Pitts is starting to... We had our first Pitts game today. The Eagles are 3.5 point favorites in Detroit. The Lions played tough again today. They pulled out all the stops.
If they do have a team to beat,
it's the Eagles.
It could very well be the Eagles.
The Eagles can move the ball though. It's just they're only moving the ball after being down like 21-3. Because all of the people who don't watch games and just look at fantasy think that Jalen's good. Mm-hmm. But then when you watch games, he's not very accurate. And he's first read and then he's run. He's first read and then he's run. He doesn't go through progressions, find guys, let alone throw guys open.
Is that like a timing thing, like him not having time though?
I think it's just I think it's kind of like that kind of it thing. Willingness to sit back in the pocket and ability to feel rush around you rather than think like I have this time to make this read. And then if I don't, I'm probably going to get hit. So I'm going to run.
Let's give Gardner a shot.
I'm a big Gardner fan.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big Gardner fan. Going into week 8, the Cowboys 5-1, Eagles 2-5. Giants 2-5, football team 2-5.
That's gotta feel good.
We're gonna have this thing freaking wrapped up by Thanksgiving. Now I play the weird game where I want the division teams to lose, obviously, but you don't want them to be too bad because you don't want them to have like the number 3 overall pick. You want them to be kind of good so they have like 12. But fuck the Eagles at the same time. The Rams are 14.5 point favorites in Houston.
That's
giving more than the 14 though, making it 14.5, especially at home, is a big. You guys fucking suck to the Texans. The Bengals are 8.5 point favorites in New York.
I have no faith in New York.
Not with freaking Mike White. I almost wanted to say like trap game. Bengals coming off a huge win, dude. Like maybe the biggest win, like borderline franchise.
No, because
I know that they've been in playoff games and they've won games that have clinched divisions.
90s.
Okay, no, I'm talking 80s. About in the last.
Oh yeah,
since we've been alive.
No, yeah.
I know they had games with Andy Dalton in big games. They won division a couple times, but like, has there ever been a
this
point
new
where
era team?
Exactly. Have we ever felt about any of those teams, even when they were winning 10, 11 games, what we feel like they possibly might be?
I mean, they're looking very exciting and promising
for this year and in the future. So I wanted to say maybe letdown game, but I mean 8.5. They're gonna just destroy the Jets. The Steelers are 3 point underdogs in Cleveland. Yuck.
It is yuck.
Baker probably playing.
That's what I'm saying is like
it's probably better.
You got to worry about Chubb and
not.
Hunt now and Baker.
Well, Hunt's for sure out. He's out like a month. The Steelers kind of seem to be putting it together a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Raji's starting to find a groove.
We just said the the Steelers and the Broncos are like neck and neck. So like it's going to be one of those gross games that really could go either way.
Yeah, Steelers-Browns games are always gross. If I were going to bet it, I'd probably bet the Steelers just because they're the underdog.
I would probably take that too, actually, if I were betting it.
Jags are 3.5 point underdogs in Seattle. Trevor comes in and slings it around CenturyLink.
Lumen Field now. I think. It's not CenturyLink anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
The Hawks Stadium is not...
I'm pretty sure it's Lumen. I think Reed
Lumen?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my, Lumen Field.
It is. Lumen. What is Lumen?
I kind of liked, that's the only thing I kind of liked was CenturyLink. It just sounded right.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Telecommunications company. We don't need any more telecommunications companies.
Oh, maybe they're like based out of Washington or some shit. I mean, that's
Nope.
like
Headquartered in Monroe, Louisiana.
fuck yeah, Seattle. Let's
Dude,
go.
come
Lumen
on.
Field.
You guys freaking sellouts. Anyways.
I kind of like CenturyLink too.
Yeah, it was like when they
CenturyLink.
changed
Oh.
Safeco. I liked Safeco Field.
Me
and they
too,
changed
dude.
it to T-Mobile Park. Bunch of
Safeco,
fucking
dude.
Sellouts, dude.
Safeco. I like
No
Safeco.
Starbucks Field. I wouldn't have known that, and then tomorrow they would have turned the game on. Welcome to Lumen Field.
Yeah,
And I would
you'd
have been
see
what?
like the aerial shot, and it would say Lumen. Like, is this a fucking milk brand covering the stadium now?
Give me the Jags, dude. They're gonna come in
Oh.
and upset them. Fuck the Hawks.
No, probably not. I'll
No.
take the Hawks on this one.
Who's better, Trevor or Gino?
Probably Trevor, but I
Okay.
don't.
Who's better? I guess that's kind of
That's
about
about
it.
it, man.
Who's better? Okay, here's a real one,
Okay.
and I'm serious.
Okay.
Who's better, Urban or Pete?
I mean, I see
Now,
why
I
you're
get
saying
Pete
that. I
is
see
not
why you're
out,
saying
like
that.
grinding it up with.
No, I absolutely
broads.
see why you're saying that. I would probably. Here's the thing, though, is you caught me in a paradox here because I don't like the philosophy and like the run the ball Pete old school strategy, but I don't really like
But
what
you
I
think
see
Urban
from like the
sucks.
Jags.
Yeah.
Like, it's like his philosophy. Like, I'm sure his team is fine with him. Like after that, I'm sure they don't really care. They're
No,
all
I'm sure the media
grown.
cared way more.
Oh
than
yeah,
the
I mean, he
players.
probably was like, "Hey, I'm going to club."
Yeah.
Like, fuck,
They
like,
probably
I'm-
roasted him, and when he left, they talked shit and laughed about it. But it's not like this affecting their play
It seems
at all.
when they got that win, it seems like he kind of has the locker room.
Yeah,
We just need to see like
winning solves everything. The Patriots are 5.5-point dogs in Los Angeles.
okay, so like if it were a neutral field, that's like it's like 2.5. So 2.5. So essentially,
So
a
they don't
field
think
goal
you're that much
ish.
better.
Well, that's fine because last season proved that we're like not that much better, and the defense
I
got.
still don't think the Patriots are that good.
No, I mean they don't have a great rushing attack. Like it's serviceable, I guess.
it's
but
fine in their passing game. Their receivers are blech.
Well, I feel okay in the
Defense is
passing game.
blech.
I feel great in the passing game. He'll have a game plan for it, and we're coming off a bye, so our linebackers will be hopefully Drew Tranquil's back. I don't know about Kenneth Murray. I'll have to read the reports.
5.5. That's that tough
I
tough
mean,
number.
I'd like to say that we took that loss last season personal and want to come out and just swing. And
And you guys
Brandon
are coming off the
Staley.
bye and a loss.
Brandon Staley wants to slap Belichick across the face with his big ass balls and knock him out into irrelevancy.
I'll take the Chargers 5.5.
I'll take the Chargers too.
For sure, at least worth the tease if you think they're gonna win.
Tom Telesco doesn't like to give up picks. He loves his draft picks, but like you kind of suck at drafting.
Well, and this is your window.
This is the window.
You got
Go get
3 years. You got 3 years to just
go
spend.
solidify the D line. I mean, we can do it in the offseason and we
Is
can
there anyone
draft a
even
guy.
to get though right now? I'm sure they're doing their due diligence. Due
Anything, dude.
diligence.
It's so bad. Send a third or a fourth and go get one of those just bigger boys on one of the New York D lines. Anything, dude. Anything.
The Washington football team is in Denver. Tough one. 3.5-point favorites are the Broncos.
I'd probably go Washington.
I would go Washington too.
Underdog. I
Yeah.
like the underdog bet.
And Heineke's frisky. He can move the ball around a little bit. I don't
Kyle
know. Fangio
Fuller.
seems to be on the hot seat.
What they got, like, it was Kyle Fuller. They have Pat Surtain now. Like, they have a really good secondary. Like, how
Kyle
much?
Fuller is on the trade block. I read.
Pick him up.
Bring him to Dallas.
Bring him to us.
You guys are fine.
No, we are not.
Isn't
We need
Dane-
secondary help.
Who's your second corner? Isn't it Nasir Adderley?
He's a safety.
Safety. Who's your second corner?
So you got Asante and you got Chris
Uh-huh.
Harris, and then
Oh,
you have
well, there-
Michael
there you
Davis.
go.
No. We need no. Chris Harris is
My third
how
one.
many?
My second one's Anthony Brown, who's
I mean,
actually graded out.
But
okay,
how much? How much long? Chris Harris has maybe another season.
We're talking about this season.
Pick him up. Michael Davis has looked questionable at times. I mean,
It's okay. We don't trade draft picks either, so we're both
No,
probably not going to
no.
get anybody.
we're not either. Yeah.
Buccaneers are 4.5-point favorites in New Orleans. Give me the 4.5.
Yeah. Those games are kind of gross in like a gross like
They usually
okay.
are, yeah.
It's a Tom Brady throwing.
I think it's the Fox game in the afternoon. The Cowboys are 2.5-point favorites in Minnesota on Sunday night. I can tell you from experience that this game is going to be over 52.5. Kirk Cousins is, oh boy, we get to play Kirk. I love playing Kirk. But that Minnesota team is frisky. I think they'll
it's
throw it
the night
around
game
on us
too?
plenty. Yeah.
Oh, you got prime time Kirk.
know.
But
But
boys
there
are
would be-
licking their chops
I
right
know.
now.
I think
No
it'll be
shot.
high scoring. I think it'll be really close. But fuck you, Derek. Fuck you this week.
I'm fine with the Cowboys. That's fine with me.
Yeah,
Could get close, but could come down to old Greggy.
If you would have told both, either Greg Joseph or Greg Zerline.
Anytime it comes down to a Minnesota game, either team kicking a field goal to win the game, I just turn off the TV. I just turn off the TV.
We got to find a way to get kickers out of the game.
I could not agree more.
Let's top it off with the New York Giants in Kansas City on Monday night.
I guess we got to see what happens with Patrick, because this could... I mean, the Giants fucking suck, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like the Giants...
Could you imagine
the
Giants beating
can.
the Chiefs, and then what? The Chiefs would be 3-5 at that point.
I feel like the Giants
I would write
tough.
their season off. I mean, their defense is kind of tough, you know.
Their defense is tough. Let's see.
Their offense just is.
Never mind that. Yeah, destroyed. Okay, yeah, no, they're horrible. 10 points is a lot, though. I honestly would take the Giants plus 10. I can't take the Chiefs in any spread right now. A couple weeks ago, I saw they hadn't covered the spread in like 10 games, man, and that would be a tipping point.
That would be
a Monday night Giants loss.
When
we would have to have.
You mean Monday night Giants win?
Or yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would
yeah,
be.
Yeah.
We need to sit down and
writing
have a talk.
the season off.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about it. I think that the Chiefs will win. I think that much. I don't think this is their turning point where they have some big statement victory. Even if they win by a lot, it's good to get a win and kind of turn the tide a little bit and break that narrative. I'm pretty sure they're going to win, but this win isn't going to be like, oh, the Chiefs are back. They're back. Look how good they are now.
Yeah.
Like, no, we need to see them play a team because, like, this is a Broncos situation.
Well, we're going to see it because after next week, like I said, they got Vegas twice, Green Bay, Dallas, you guys again, Cincy.
Let's talk when they play Green Bay, you know?
We're in for a good second half of the season. The NFC is kind of like you got these teams at the top. You basically have the divisions almost locked up. I mean, it would be pretty shocking. I mean, the NFC West is still up a bit, but the East is locked. Packers are winning that one easily, and the Bucks are winning theirs easily. Seeding and whatnot will determine and play out. But the AFC is like there's not a team that has less than 2 losses.
Yeah.
Like the Bills are still going to win that one easy. But AFC West, who the fuck knows? And AFC North, really who the fuck knows? And AFC South, nobody knows. So
the Raiders are 2-0 with their interim head coach. What the fuck? They need to be bad. This is what happens when you fire a coach mid-season. Your interim guy does not come in and...
It's the Ewing effect. It's the Ewing effect.
I just don't want to be second place. I don't care about a bye week. No. But no.
I think we're both doing all right.
I want to win more games. I want to go to the playoffs, but like we got a good thing going.
Super Bowl, dude. I want a Super Bowl, and there's nothing short of that I will be happy with. But it's okay because we're gonna get there.
So the Chargers have a fuck ton of cap space next season. It's like $77 million.
We don't have cap.
Really?
Years. No, do we have Amari, Zeke, and Dak on the books? We're paying Tyron still a lot. Zach Martin, I'm sure, is one of the highest paid. But luckily, we draft really well, and luckily we've got another two years of Trayvon, 3 years of Micah. Probably gonna lose Gallup, another 2 years of CD. So we draft well. So we'll see.
We're gonna need every single penny. Derwin, Mike needs to be extended, and then you extend those two, you still got plenty of room to play with.
We're getting better at this. I can feel it. 1 week from today, I guess I'm going to be gone this weekend. We'll get something out when we get it out. We'll figure it the fuck out. You guys just wait and see. It's going to be great. All right.
Zoom, first ever cover 2 Zoom call.
Probably not, but we'll figure it out. Sorry. See you guys. Peace.
See ya.